Aaron Judge is one of the best baseball players on the planet, winning a Rookie of the Year award and being named the MVP. The Yankees drafted Judge with the 32nd pick in the 2013 draft. Some of the players drafted before Judge includes one of the biggest busts ever, a Mike Trout lookalike, and a player being arrested for giving himself a hand. This is what happened to the 31 players drafted before Aaron Judge. In the 2012 draft, Mark Appel had possibility of being drafted number 1 by the Astros, but fell to the Pirates at the 8 slot. After deciding to return to Stanford for his senior season, the Astros would once again have an opportunity to draft Appel with the number 1 pick in 2013. This time, they didn't pass up on what most people believe to be the best player in this draft. Unfortunately, it didn't work out well for either side. It took Appel 9 years to even make the big leagues and has only pitched in 10 1/3 innings. At least he was able to take his name off of what is now a 3-player list of number 1 overall picks to never make the big leagues. He still, however, is one of the biggest busts in MLB history. The best player taken before Judge was Kris Bryant, which the Cubs selected with the 2nd pick. He made the big league club less than 2 years later in 2015 and made an impact as soon as he arrived, winning Rookie of the Year that year and winning the MVP the following season. More importantly for Cubs fans, Bryant helped lead the team to the first World Series win since 1908, finally breaking the curse. In the 2021 offseason, Bryant was a free agent and signed a 7-year, $182 million deal with the Rockies, the same team that had the 3rd pick in 2013. They selected a pitcher from the University of Oklahoma, Jon Gray. He first appeared in the big leagues in 2015 and started 151 of the 152 games he played for Colorado. During those 7 seasons with the team, he had an ERA plus of 107. After the 2021 season, his work earned him a 4-year, $56 million deal with the Rangers. He looks to be a key piece to the team's starting rotation going forward. If you enjoy baseball content, please consider subscribing. The 3rd pitcher selected in the top 4 picks was Kohl Stewart. He made his MLB debut in 2018 with the Twins, which was the team he was drafted to. Stewart pitched in 17 games with the team in 2018 and 19. In 2022, he decided to opt out of playing due to having health concerns since he was a diabetic. The following year, he appeared in 4 games and pitched 13 2/3 innings for the Cubs. After not playing in 2022 because of an elbow injury, he signed a minor league deal with Kansas City for the 2023 season. A former teammate of Aaron Judge, CLINT FRAZIER, was taken by Cleveland with the 5th pick. Fun fact, without Cleveland, the Yankees could have possibly never gotten Judge. More on that later. While in the minor leagues, FRAZIER was traded to the Yankees organization and first appeared on the big league club in 2017. He played 5 seasons with the team until he was released in the 2021 offseason. He has since been signed by the Cubs, Rangers, and White Sox. FRAZIER looks to be an average MLB player with a career OPS plus of around 100. Drafted out of UNC with the 6th pick was COLIN MORAN by Miami. He was traded to Houston while still in the minor leagues and made his MLB debut in 2016 with the team, where he wasn't given much playing time, getting only 34 at-bats across 2 seasons. Probably the most notable thing in Moran's career was being traded to the Pirates in the Garrett Cole deal that sent him to Houston. In Pittsburgh, Moran was given an opportunity, playing in over 80% of the games from 2018 to 2021, the most by any Pirate during this time. He put up average numbers for a big league hitter in that stretch, with a .263 average and 101 OPS plus. He has since played 42 games with the Reds in 2022 and most recently signed a minor league deal with Seattle, hoping to get back to the show. The first player selected that never made the MLB was TREY. Ball was taken by Boston with their 7th pick. He played in Boston's minor league system from 2013 to 2018 as a pitcher, only getting as high as AA. Ball tried to transition into a 2-way player in 2019 where he didn't have much success either. While playing in rookie ball, he only had 2 hits and 14 at-bats before he was injured. Ball has not played since then. The worst player, at least going by WAR, that made the major leagues that was taken before Judge was selected by the Kansas City Royals. Hunter Dozier was the 8th pick out of Stephen F. Austin. He first appeared in the majors in 2016 briefly and was a full-time player for the team from 2018 up until his release in May 2023. 2019 has been his only above-average season. Dozier had a 124 OPS plus and led the MLB with 10 triples that year. In 2021, he signed an extension and the Royals will be paying him $6.25 million a year on average through the 2025 season. The 9th pick was a compensation pick for the Pirates, not signing the previously mentioned Appel in the 2012 draft. With this pick, the Pirates took the first outfielder in the draft, Austin Meadows. He debuted in 2018 with the Pirates and was traded at the deadline that year to Tampa Bay in one of the more lopsided trades. Meadows has put together a pretty good career so far, being an All-Star and receiving MVP votes in multiple seasons. He is currently on the Tigers after being traded there in 2022. The only player to not sign a contract was Phil Bickford, who was selected by the Blue Jays with the 10th pick. Instead, he went to a JUCO school and was picked by the Giants in 2015, 18th overall. In 2022, he made his MLB debut and pitched 1 inning for the Brewers. The following season, Bickford was traded to the Dodgers. Since then, he has been in the Dodgers bullpen and was a pitcher who gave up Albert Pujols' 700th career home run. The Mets picked Dominic Smith 11th overall out of high school, and he made his MLB debut with the team in 2017. His first few seasons weren't his best, splitting time between the big league team and the AAA team. In 2019, he started to show some improvements at the plate, with a 132 OPS plus in 89 games. The shortened 2020 season, he continued his success and even finished 13th in the MVP. Unfortunately for Smith, in a full season with the team, he couldn't continue at the same pace and would eventually be non-tendered by the team in November 2022. He has since signed a $2 million deal with the Nationals. The second player in this draft that never made the MLB was selected 12th by the Mariners. DJ Peterson was a third baseman out of the University of New Mexico. He spent 4 seasons in the Mariners minor league system, reaching AAA. After the Mariners, he spent time in the White Sox and Reds minor league system. After playing in independent ball for a couple years, he was given another chance and played on the Rockies AAA team in 2022. He hasn't played anywhere since then. Mike Trout's doppelganger, Hunter Renfroe, was the next player taken off the board with the 13th pick by San Diego. He first appeared in 2016 and then spent the following 3 seasons with the Padres, having a combined WAR of nearly 6. Between 2019 and 2023, Renfroe played on 5 different teams and was traded 3 times. I don't understand why he can't stay on a team for a long time, because he has produced everywhere he has gone outside of Tampa Bay. Maybe he has finally found a home though, alongside Mike Trout in the Angels outfield. With the 14th pick, the Pirates drafted Reese McGuire. In 2016, while still in the minors, he was traded to the Blue Jays and would play his first MLB game with the team in 2018. Regrettably for McGuire, an off-the-field issue has made more headlines than his play has. He was arrested in 2020 for pleasuring himself in a Dollar Tree parking lot. The arrest only resulted in fines and some court fees. So far, McGuire has played for 3 teams in 6 seasons and looks to be nothing more than a backup catcher at the best on the big league level. Out of the University of Nevada, Braden Shipley was taken 15th overall by the Diamondbacks. He spent parts of 3 seasons, 2016 through 2018, with the big league team, and he pitched exactly 100 innings during that time, having a career 4-6 record with an ERA of 5.49. Since then, he has signed minor league deals with 3 other organizations, with Seattle being the most recent in April of 2023. The next pick was made by the Phillies, and they took J.P. Crawford. Crawford would make his MLB debut with the team in 2017 and played in 72 games in 2 seasons with Philadelphia. In December 2018, he was traded to Seattle, which is where he has made a name for himself. So far in his career, Crawford has been an average big league hitter and has performed well defensively. He is one of the better players that was taken before Judge, and Seattle rewarded him by agreeing to a 5-year, $51 million extension in April 2022. The next selection in this draft was also a shortstop. As the only player that was from a JUCO school, Tim Anderson was taken 17th by the White Sox. He has played all 8 seasons of his career with the team and has twice been named an All-Star. In 2019, he led MLB with a .335 average, and he even won a Silver Slugger in 2020. For the most part, Anderson has been a very valuable big league shortstop. Another Anderson was selected with the 18th pick as the Dodgers took pitcher Chris Anderson. This Anderson didn't work out quite as well as Tim did. Chris Anderson never made it to the MLB. He did get as high as AAA, but only threw 6 1/3 innings, giving up 13 earned runs in the process. He most recently played on the Twins' High A team in 2017, where he only pitched 10 innings. St. Louis had the 19th pick, and they went with lefty pitcher Marco Gonzalez. He was the fastest player that we're going to talk about today to make his MLB debut. On June 25th, 2014, Gonzalez first pitched for the Cardinals' big league team. After having limited success with the team, he was traded in July 2017 to Seattle. His time there has been drastically better, where he has become an average big league starter. Gonzalez looks to be a middle to back end of the rotation type of guy. Another player that never made it to the big leagues is Jonathan Crawford, who was taken 20th by the Detroit Tigers. Not only did he not make the MLB, but Crawford never made it higher than high A ball. He played in the minors from 2013 to 2017. He didn't play in any leagues in 2018 and 19 and has played in independent ball since 2020. The Rays selected Nick CIUFFO with their 21st pick. He first appeared in the MLB in 2018 with the team, where he played in 16 games that season. The following season, he was released after playing in only 3 games. In his career, he was signed and released by Cincinnati, Texas, Baltimore, Chicago White Sox, and most recently, the New York Yankees. Baltimore was the only organization where CIUFFO was able to get back to the majors, and he only played in 2 games. Overall, he had a career 188 batting average and 48 at-bats. Hunter Harvey was taken next at the 22nd pick by the Orioles. He made his MLB debut with the team in 2019 and appeared in 26 total games across 3 seasons with the club. After being waived by Baltimore and then San Francisco, Harvey was picked up by the Nationals before the start of the 2022 season. He has since found a nice role with the team in the back end of their bullpen and could potentially be a very valuable piece to a team. The Texas Rangers had the 23rd pick and went with pitcher Chichi Gonzalez. After debuting with Texas in 2015, Gonzalez has since moved around a lot. Look at all the transactions he's been a part of. He has pitched in 7 different seasons with 6 different organizations. He has a career ERA over 5.5 and most recently pitched in the big leagues with the Marlins in 2023. Billy McKinney was the next player taken off the board with the 24th selection by the A's. After being traded multiple times while still in the minors, he would make his MLB debut in 2018 with the Yankees, but he only had 4 at-bats before he was traded to the Blue Jays. So far, Toronto has been the longest he was ever with the team, playing in 122 games across 3 seasons. Since 2020, McKinney has been a part of 7 different organizations and hasn't found much success at the big league level. High school shortstop Christian Arroyo was taken next at the 25th pick by the Giants. He would make his debut in 2017 with the team, getting to play in 34 games. That offseason, he was a piece in the trade that sent Evan Longoria from Tampa Bay to San Francisco. After not a lot of success in Tampa, Arroyo eventually made his way to Boston, which is where he has played his best, becoming the Red Sox utility player, having played 6 different positions in 4 seasons with the club. The last player selected before Judge that didn't make the MLB was Aaron Judge, who was picked by the Yankees at 26. He spent the majority of his time playing in AA, but was able to get as high as AAA, where in 42 games he had a 161 batting average. Judge last played in 2018 on Miami's AA team. Even the Yankees didn't know what Judge would become, considering they originally passed on him for a player that never made the big leagues. With the 27th pick, the Reds took Phil Ervin, who was an outfielder. He would make his MLB debut in 2017 with the club and would play for them until he was waived in 2020. During that time with Cincinnati, Ervin played 219 games and had an OPS plus of 90. His last big league experience was with Seattle in 2020, and the last time he played ball at all was in 2021 on the Braves AAA team. Rob Kaminsky was taken by the Cardinals with the 28th pick. He would make his MLB debut in 2020 pitching 4 2/3 innings and giving up 1 run. That is all the time he spent in the big leagues. He did pitch 1 1/3 innings in the World Baseball Classic for Team Israel, where he got Juan Soto, Manny Machado, and Rafael Devers all out. Kaminsky is currently trying to get back to the bigs as he is on Seattle's AAA team. The Tampa Bay Rays had the 29th pick and took pitcher Ryan Stanek. He first appeared in the MLB in 2017 and was used mainly as an opener for the Rays in 2018 and 19. In 2021, he would sign with the Astros and become one of the better bullpen pitchers in the league, even setting a franchise record for the lowest ERA for a reliever in 2022 with an ERA of just 1.15. The 30th pick was made by the Rangers and they took Travis Demeritte. He would make his big league debut in 2019 with the Tigers and played parts of 2 seasons with them before being waived. The last time he was in the majors was 2022 with the Braves. Overall, Demeritte has played in 92 games and has a career OPS plus of 62. Currently, he isn't playing anywhere. The final player that was picked before Judge was Jason HURSH by the Braves. He played in 2 seasons, 2016 and 17 for Atlanta. He combined for an 8.25 ERA in 12 innings, and he never made it back to the MLB. He last played for the Braves AA team in 2019. As for the reason Yankee fans need to thank Cleveland, the reason the Yankees even had the 32nd pick in this draft was because Nick Swisher signed with the Indians, and this was a compensation pick for that.